What's going on, y'all? I'm Czar, and in this video, we're going to look at Waves NX Germano. If you're not familiar with the NX line, this is a series of plugins from Waves that allow you to mix in headphones modeled after famous studio spaces. So this time we have Germano Studios, and if you're not familiar with that, it was originally the Hit Factory in New York. And this has 4 different monitors. So we have 3 different sets of monitors for the stereo version, and we have a surround sound version giving a 4th set of monitors. Let's take a closer look. So here are the 2 versions of NX Germano. The one on the left is the stereo version, and the one on the right is the surround sound version. Both of these function the same, have the same settings. The only difference is the surround sound gives you a different monitor setup, while the stereo version you can choose between 3 different monitors. So the one on the left, the stereo version, you have an option from the GA2, which is the Germano Acoustics APS AEON monitors. Those are the one on the outside, vertical, on top of the console. Then you have the NS10s, which are on the inside, and those are the ones that are laying on the side with the white cones. And then you have custom Exigi S412G 4-way monitors, and those are the ones that are up in the back of the wall here that you see at the top. On the surround sound version, you have 5 Germano APS AEON speakers, and then you have Genelec 7360A subwoofers. So once we and we see we got a different configuration. You see we got the 3 monitors here on top of the console, and if we spin this around, we should see the other 2. Yeah, there's one and there's the other there. All right, so let's go over the controls, and then I'll talk about my thoughts on this. So if you've used other Waves NX plugins, you'll feel right at home with this one. This functions just like the other NX series, the CLA, the Ocean Way. Functions all of the same. The only difference is this is a different studio space. So all of the controls are the same. We're going to get rid of the stereo one here. We'll just focus, or get rid of the surround, and we'll just focus on the stereo one here. So also with this plugin and the rest of the NX plugins, you do get the Waves head tracker, which let's bring that up here. All right, so you can see the green box here. It focuses on my head, and you can see this head here. It's tracking my head movements. So with NX, if I turn to the left, it's going to emulate my head turning to the left. It's going to emulate the sound of my head turning to the left as if I was listening to speakers. So you get that. That comes with this and all the NX plugins. And the simplest thing to do if you have a computer with a webcam is just set it to the webcam, which here you can have the option of the tracking device here. So I've got it to my built-in camera here. All right, so the monitor options, as you've already seen, this rotates the studio, and this will also rotate the stereo image as well as you rotate this. This button here just sets it back in the middle. You can add or remove ambience with this knob, and then you have your overall output level here. Below that, you can turn on and off the head tracking if you want. Settings here will open up settings for the head tracker. On the right side, you have headphone EQ. So any of these 12 headphones, if you have them, you can turn on the headphone EQ, which will make for a flatter sound in that pair of headphones. This has been the same 12 that has been in all of the NX versions, so it'll be interesting to see if and when Waves adds more headphones to this list. And then you have head modeling here is the last options. So this circumference 60, ear to ear 30. These are the measurements where I measured my head and inputted them in. And once you input them in and you select set current settings as default, any NX plugin that you open up, whether that's this one, CLA, Abbey Roads, Ocean Way, it's going to hold these same settings for your head, which is nice. All right, let's spin this around and take a look at some of the gear that is in here. Looks like we got some Chandler RS124s there on the left. Some more Chandler gear next to that. I can't tell what's in that third rack. Looks like an 1176 at the very bottom. We've got some Heineken on the table here. Maybe some Ventec. I really can't tell what's in there. That's some Focusrite there at the very bottom. All right, got a Pool Tech, some Tube Tech, LA2A. Looks like some API there at the very bottom. And that's probably some reverbs there.
Yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if we can ever patch in this gear into and use that in NX. That'll be crazy. All right, so my final thoughts on Germano compared to Ocean Way NX that I have that I really like. I think that this complements that really well. They do sound different, which is a good thing, which makes it all just comes down to your preference. The Ocean Way Nashville I really like. The NXCLA I didn't really like, but this Germano I do really like. I feel that it has more depth when compared to the Ocean Way. I feel Ocean Way, the vocals feel more in my face with that. And with Germano, I just feel it has more depth and more width with this one. So I'm different studio spaces, and they definitely do sound a little different. And my recommendation is to, if you mix on headphones, try them all and just see which one you like the best, because there is no right or wrong one. They're all just different spaces. And it's still weird to me how well this works, because I don't mix on headphones, but when I try these NX plugins out and I put my headphones on and I have my headphones turned all the way down, I turn on NX and I start to turn up my headphones, I always have to take one of my ear cups off my headphones, because it feels like my monitors are playing. And then I remove one of my headphone ears and it's not. It's just the sound of NX coming through the headphones, and it just feels like it's on monitors. It's still really weird to me how well Waves has got this technology to work. To make it, to give you the feeling as if you are on monitors, but using headphones. But I like this Germano. I think you should check it out. Waves has a 7-day trial with all of their plugins. So if you're mixing on headphones, check this one out. Check out the CLA. Check out Abbey Roads, and check out Ocean Way, and just see, which ones that you like. And if you have those other ones, comment below. Let me know which ones that you like. Like I said, this one and Ocean Way right now are my favorite ones. And, you've still got the OG original NX version, which is, very basic. It's not a studio space. It was the first NX version that came out. But you still have that one as an option too, to check out to see if you like that if you're mixing on headphones. All right, if you want to pick this up, check it out, or learn more about it, I've got a link in the description. If you like this video, I appreciate a thumbs up. And if you want to continue to see content from me, then you know what to do. All right, any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time.
I invite you to check out my podcast, the Faders Up Podcast, a podcast about pro audio and beyond. Season 3 is now underway, and in this season, we'll be doing a lot of topics requested by listeners. So if you have a topic you want to hear discussed on the podcast, email us, DM us, or join us in our Facebook group, Faders Up Podcast, and let us know. And if you haven't checked out the podcast yet, I have a link in the description that'll take you to the page.